If you could please state and spell your first and last name, and what is your branch and rank?
Sure. My name is Andrew Fink, Andrewfink, and my branch is the United States Army Reserve, and I'm a Sergeant First Class.
All right, and what is your military unit, and where are you currently stationed?
My military unit is the 409th Area Support Medical Company out of Madison, Wisconsin, in the Reserve Center.
And what is your hometown?
My hometown is Cook, Minnesota, a small town in northern Minnesota.
And can you tell us about your job in the Army?
My job right now in the Army is I'm a combat medic, but I'm also a platoon sergeant for the treatment platoon of my medical company. And during the week, I am training and operations NCO.
What are some of the things that make the U.S. Army All-American Bowl special, and is it your first bowl game?
Well, this is the Army All-American Bowl. This is my first Army All-American Bowl, and to me, what makes this special is the collection of talent that has been invited here. Not just necessarily the players, but also the soldiers. It's nice to mingle with people at the top of their game, so to speak.
How are the U.S. Army mentors chosen?
The U.S. Army mentors are chosen through various processes. Some are selected for professional excellence. Others are selected through various competitions. I know myself, I was selected through the Army Best Warrior competition. I won the NCO of the Year competition in that regard. Others are Drill Sergeants of the Year, Army Recruiters of the Year, and so on.
Why do you think soldier mentors are important?
I think soldier mentors are important because, to me, it's not learned unless it's shared. And being able to interact with those players allows all of us soldier mentors an avenue and a way to interact with these young, impressionable players and citizens of the United States and kind of reach out to them to help them with whatever problems they may be having or convey the Army's message and engage them that way.
And what are some of the activities during Bowl Week for you and the high school students?
Some of the activities, we got to go to practice yesterday, interact with some of the players. It was fun throwing the football around with them. We also got to do some great community outreach programs. Some people went to the Children's Hospital. Myself, I went to Boysville, which is a place for kind of displaced children from their own homes, where they come together and live and learn. And other volunteer opportunities. I know tonight we get to go to a Spurs game together to cheer on the San Antonio Spurs, so that should be a lot of fun.
What do you hope to pass on to the All-American players?
Well, some of the things I hope to pass on to the All-American players are just you need to be resilient in whatever you do. You're not always going to win the game. You're not always going to have your best game. But you need to be able to adapt and achieve and believe in order to overcome and get to your goals.
All right, and how do the Army values mirror the values necessary to be on a football team or in the band?
Well, some of the Army values, obviously, you have loyalty to your unit, loyalty to your team, and to the band, duty, having to perform your job, whether you feel great that day or whatever, selfless service, giving yourself up, sacrificing yourself or your ego necessarily for the greater good for the Army or the team or the band, integrity, personal courage. All the Army values obviously relate to just the day in and day out grind of dedication of being on either the All-American band or the All-American football team.
How does your high school experience help you mentor this group of All-Americans?
Well, my high school experience, I didn't have a very good football team, so I definitely had to overcome a lot of challenges and defeats in that regard. So just making them understand that it's not always going to be perfect, it's not always going to go your way, just to be resilient and adapt and achieve, and you can accomplish anything. So.
The U.S. Army is perhaps one of the world's best teams. Why is the Army such a powerful team for the nation?
I think the Army is such a powerful team for the nation because everyone has a job to do and they know their job and they're committed to it. Everybody's adaptable, everybody's resilient, and they can face any challenges that come our way. Everybody has a role to play on the team, just like they do in football. You have cornerbacks, quarterbacks, linemen that block for those other people. The Army has supply specialists, we have medics, we have infantrymen, we have artillery. Everybody has a role, and as long as everybody does their job, that's why we're successful.
They say the U.S. American soldier is what makes the Army team so effective. Why do you think soldiers are so respected, and why did you join the Army team?
I think soldiers are so respected because they're committed to excellence. They stand for something greater for themselves. Those Army values that we spoke about, all those things kind of relate to why the Army soldier is viewed and respected as they are in the world. They know that the world knows that we'll be able to adapt and rise to any occasion that whatever challenges that face us. And what was the second part of the question?
And why did you join the Army team?
I joined the Army team because I wanted to have a greater purpose to my life. To me, I was in college for a while, kind of wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. By joining the Army, it provided me with that sense of purpose and direction that I needed to be successful in my life. And that's kind of, I hope to relate that to the players as well.
What is your number one piece of advice for these athletes and students?
I'd say my number one piece of advice is never give up in anything that you do. A lot of the Army training that we go through is designed to kind of weed out those that aren't willing to make the sacrifices to live up to the Army values and be committed no matter what the situation is. And as long as you never give up and keep trying, no matter what the situation or challenges or setbacks that you face, you can accomplish anything.
And where can we tune in and see the game?
You can tune in this Saturday on January 9th to NBC to view the game at noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And it should be a great game, a lot of great talent, and look forward to it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'd like to say good luck to all the players in their future, whatever they choose, whatever school they choose to go to. Thank you to the Army for allowing us this opportunity to interact with those players and be those soldier mentors for them. So.
All right, thank you very much.